Uses of soil. The soil can have different uses depending upon the field in which it is considered. So, from engineering point of view, the agriculture point of view, use engineering point of view, use and geological point of view, use. So, soil can have different uses depending upon the field in which it is considered. So, from engineering point of view, it is considered as a construction material. We are using soil as a construction material. So, therefore, soil and its uses. So this is a different uses. Now from engineering point of view, there are different application and uses in the soil mechanics. So there are different particular in civil engineering. The soil mechanics is particularly helpful in the following problems. Which problems? Foundation design and construction. Number 2, pavement design. Number 3, design of underground structures and earth retaining structures. Number 4, design of embankments and exceptions. Number 5, design of earth dams. So particular soil mechanics is helpful in these applications, these problems. So soil is the most versatile material through which we can solve the different problems regarding the construction. So uses in civil engineering particular. So just like I have so soil in civil engineering, to a civil engineer, soil is a material that can be built on foundations of buildings, bridges, built in tunnels, basement, culverts, built with embankments, roads, dams. Built on foundation of buildings, bridges, etc., built in tunnels, basement, culverts, built with embankments, roads and dams, supported by retaining walls. So field of soil mechanics is very vast. So for the soil mechanics, knowledge of soil mechanics is particularly helpful in the following problems in civil engineering. So number 1, foundation design and construction. So just built on foundation of buildings, bridges, etc. So foundation is an important element for all civil engineering structures. Every structure, just like a building, a bridge, a highway, a tunnel, a canal, or dam, is founded in or on the surface of earth. So it is therefore necessary to know the bearing capacity of soil, pattern of stress distribution in the soil beneath the loaded area, probable settlement of the foundation, effect of groundwater and the effect of vibrations, the suitability of various types of foundations, either it is a sprayed, pile or different types of foundation depending upon the soil strata, the magnitude of loads and groundwater conditions, knowledge of shrinkage and swelling is very essential. So इन सभिनी में तव्हां जो बिल्डिंग्स जेका फाउंडेशन आहे, ब्रिजिस आहे, हाईवे आहे, इन्हनि सभिनी में तव्हांखे सॉइल जी जेको आहे पर्टिकुलर नॉलेज हुजणु लाज़मी आहे. Otherwise you cannot recommend the suitable type of foundation. You cannot design the pavement without identification of soil, without calculation of these types of settlement. You cannot recommend it as a foundation. So you cannot recommend it as a type of foundation without calculation of the stress distribution. So therefore, it is very important to know about the index and index properties as well as the different properties of soil before designing the any structure, just like a foundation, tunnels, basement, culverts, embankments, roads, dams, and retaining walls. Payment design में जो payment design में तहाँ जो a payment can either be flexible or rigid depending upon the conditions, situations. तथा flexible payment का design क्यों या rigid, but its performance depends upon the subsoil on which it rests. त तव्हांजी जेका पेमेंट जी जेका परफॉर्मेंस आहे उहा डिपेंड ई तव्हांजी कंहिंते थी करे सबसॉइल कंडीशंस ते। जेसिताईं तव्हांजी सबसॉइल जी इन्वेस्टिगेशन न आहे थियल, एक्सप्लोरेशन न आहे थियल, तव्हां यू कैन नॉट डिज़ाइन द पेमेंट। सो soil is the basic component for every structure. Foundation design, pavement design, design of underground structures and earth retaining structure, design of embankments and exertions, design of earth dams. So pavement designing, so and also the thickness of pavement and its component parts depending upon the some properties of the subsoil. The thickness of pavement केतिरी रखो वो डिपेंड तो करे तव्हांजी सॉइल जी कैपेसिटी ते, बियरिंग कैपेसिटी। सो जैसे तव्हांखे सॉइल जी प्रॉपर्टीज जी ख़बर न आहे, यू कैन नॉट डिज़ाइन द पेमेंट, यू कैन नॉट डिज़ाइन द थिकनेस ऑफ पेमेंट। ठीक है, सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ ट्रैफिक देयर आर डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स। Number third is your design of underground structures and earth retaining structures. The design and construction of underground and earth retaining structures, it is a very important phase of engineering. The examples of underground structures is shown here, just like tunnels, underground buildings, drainage structures and pipelines. The example of earth retaining structures are gravity retaining wall, bulkheads, coffer dams, different are. A knowledge of soil structure interaction is essential to design properly such structures subject to soil loading. So jete jete soil load sustain kando utte tamaji properties of soil very important. उहे वॾी इंपॉर्टेंस थी रखनि जिते जिते तव्हांजो सॉइल लोड सस्टेन कंदो, आइदर फाउंडेशन जो लोड सस्टेन करे या तव्हां फॉर इन्वेस्टमेंट और रिटेनिंग वॉल तो सपोर्ट तो रखो। उहे असां ईंदासीं जियोटेक्निक एंड फाउंडेशन में, वी विल डिस्कस लेटर ऑन। डिजाइन ऑफ एम्बैंकमेंट्स एंड एक्सकवेशंस, सो इन में भी आहे, so when the surface of soil structure is not horizontal, the component of gravity tends to move the soil downward and may disturb the stability of earth structures. So a knowledge of shear strength and related properties of soil is essential to design the slope and height of the embankment. So shear strength तव्हां geotechnical में पढ़ंदो, 3 नंबर चैप्टर आहे उन में, पर उहा shear strength जेको knowledge आहे, it's a very important for the design of embankment. Also the possibility of seepage या seeping groundwater, reducing the soil strength, so it must be also taken into account. So this is therefore the properties and shear strength of soil is very important for the design of embankment and excavations. Last one is the design of earth dams. So therefore the construction of an earth dam requires a very thorough knowledge of whole of the soil mechanics, since soil is used as the only construction material in earthen dams, so which may either be homogeneous or composite section. So design of earth dams involves determination of the properties of soil, KD properties, index properties, density, plasticity. We will discuss one by one these properties: specific gravity, particle size distribution, gradation of the soil, permeability, consolidation, and compaction properties. Also, the shear strength parameters under various drainage conditions. So, different properties, index as well as shear strength, consolidation, different properties of soil are there. We will discuss later on one by one. So it's a very important to know about these properties in case of design of earthen dams.